quick. Yeah, let me bring up that real quick. I find that Americans like all of a sudden it's like, oh, they want to diss Canada, like, oh, Canada doesn't have a sound, doesn't have this, doesn't have that. But you listen to Drake, you listen to The Weeknd, Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
So I'm just confused. Yeah. Like those are artists that came from here,
from Toronto,
from Canada. So it's like if you're gonna like diss Canada, then don't listen to our
back with another episode. It's the Rich Dye Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Today is another beautiful day, and we live in effect. I'm your host, Aaron Bills.
Zico, you already know.
And today we have a special guest.
Very special
guest. A brother of ours that we knew for years. He's a fashion mogul.
Can we call you that?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Marketing genius.
Yeah.
This guy has over 188,000 followers on Instagram.
Damn, really?
Yeah. Yes. Kind of
crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
188,000 and over, I think, 150 subscribers on YouTube.
Yep.
Damn.
Big up to yourself.
Thank you, Vam.
Jalen.
What's poppin'?
Welcome to the Rich Guy Podcast.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be on the podcast. I love podcasts, so
yeah,
we love them.
We
do too.
Yeah,
yes.
we love the podcast. That's why we even started this whole platform.
Yeah, man.
And it's a beautiful thing. It's growing, and it's great to like just reconnect with people that you see them in their own light, like you, for instance.
Yeah.
You're just growing. You're doing your thing.
Thank you, bro.
Prevailing, like you're just hitting every mark.
Yeah.
So
Thank you, man.
Kudos to you.
Yeah, we go way back.
Yeah, like
way back.
Way back.
We go way back years.
At least
so
8 or 9 years. I would
yeah,
say, right?
yeah.
Maybe even 10.
Facts.
A decade.
More than that,
Easy.
like a decade.
Yeah. Exactly.
Shit.
Yeah, so it's good to see that you guys are doing this.
Yeah.
Like
Were you ever part of Squad Goals?
No,
right?
but Squad Goals was fire though. But I wasn't a part of it though. But it was fire. Yeah, it was dope.
Squad
I
Goals.
swear, no, you didn't. I didn't record a video with you. You didn't.
No,
you
I
did a
don't-
video with us.
I think
You
I
guys
sure
must have collabed.
We definitely collab for sure. I don't think
Yeah.
I was a part of it, but we collab for sure.
Shit.
Yeah, Squad Goals was fire
I don't
though.
even know why I don't remember.
Shout out to Squad Goals.
Yeah.
It was madness. I remember those days. Everyone would just collab and create some crazy
we were
content.
facts.
We were pumping out like, I think we did over 200 something videos on that channel in like less than a year.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it was
Crazy.
the
I was filming, editing, and even being in the video sometimes.
yeah, the consistency was
Crazy.
wild.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, there's a lot of competition out there, and
Facts.
talking about competition,
Mhm.
you're a man that just always pumping out content. How do you
Yep.
do it?
oh my gosh. So, I think it's a part of me now, for myself, like I just love to create. I think that's the one thing I love doing.
Yeah.
I love creating. I love putting out content, and I just love seeing it form together. Like I get excited.
You get
Like when I
excited.
see
So a
the
true
content
creator.
brew, I see the
Yeah.
content edit, I see it. Like I just always get excited.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always like pumping out. I'm like, okay, like not only do I like it, but my people like it. So that's what keeps me kind of putting out more. Because they're like, oh, put out more, and I'm like, okay. But I think it's just the fuel of just putting out content and loving it and just embracing it. So yeah.
It's sort of getting like that reception that you're like, people actually enjoy this content.
Yeah. Like literally, it's like one of those things where it's like, I love fashion my entire life. You guys know, I've been a fashion guy for so long, for over a decade, and like it's something that's just a part of me. So I was like, okay, well, since it's a part of me, let me put it out there, and see what the audience is gonna feel, and they love it. So
Yeah, trust me. When I see your stuff, sometimes I'm like, how did he do that? Like, as the editor myself, I'm like, trying to figure out. I think I figured it out, but
Right.
like it's just a cool even just the content itself. Like I know the recent one I seen you do like a SpongeBob theme.
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
The
mhm.
SpongeBob
And, like,
inspired outfit.
Yes,
when you
yes.
started doing that, I'm like, yo, that's genius.
Yes.
That's
Because
so
like,
genius.
Yeah.
think about it, like. It's so smart because even me, when I go to this guy knows I hate fashion, right? Like I just wear regular shit.
Zico's very plain, like
So when I start seeing you put like outfits together that are just so simple that I'm like, I like that. Okay, I can just go and buy this. It's so much easier than just, me having to figure out what I need to wear.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. No,
Or what looks good.
that became super popular. So I started doing inspired outfits like in 2021.
Okay.
And I know I started seeing these ideas on TikTok, but people weren't going as like out of the box.
Yeah,
they were just kind of doing like albums or
like
emojis or whatever. But I was like, let me go even further. So I started doing like cereal boxes,
Sprite,
drinks, like toothpaste. I just started thinking about different things, and like that's how my page blew up because I started to really think outside the box. So it became a part of me, and then I kind of stopped for a little bit because it really does take time to do those videos.
I can imagine, like you gotta think.
You gotta go to the store, figure out what colors, figure out what makes sense. But I recently got back into it, and I was like, no, we gotta get consistent with this because what they like.
It's like blending like your childhood,
people can relate to it.
Yes,
like the Pokemon one was crazy.
Yes, so I tried. So I know that like a lot of people love that when I dance, they love that. So I always add the dancing with the transition, and then I just ended up doing the inspired looks with it. So that's something that people just love. So
you know, which actually when I started, I like the most right now. That's kind of trending is like where they're running in slow motion through the room, and then every time they run through it, there's like a new thing that they're putting on. Like the shirt's coming on and they're running in slow motion. But it's
that's the one I did with my friend. Yes. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, I actually need to do another one. Those are so fun to do, and it's very easy. You just put your phone on slow mo and you just
keep running.
Yeah, really. You have to put the phone on slow mo.
Just put the phone on slow mo. That's it. And then you just run regular, do crazy stuff regular, and then it just comes out like funny when you look at it.
So cool.
So
those videos.
It's dope. You guys have to do a video. It's actually trending too. You'll like it.
So like when you're doing these videos, you essentially edit yourself.
Yes, so it's crazy. So I like to do the creative piece and I like to edit also. I feel like people just don't know my editing style.
That's the hardest part of
making
content.
A lot of people just don't know the editing style. So it's just very quick for me to just kind of put it together, edit it. But I feel like some people just don't know. So I'd rather take care of that and then everybody can, do the rest.
And do you have somebody like helping you film, or you do all the filming too?
Yes, so I have an assistant. So sometimes she'll come and help me film. She'll like help me put ideas together, all that type of stuff. I just more so focus on the creative aspect of the content, and then I focus on also the editing because I enjoy it.
Awesome.
Editing is very challenging.
Like, when I tell you,
so tedious.
I don't know how you did it. I don't know how you do it.
Like you know what? So what are you using? I know this is gonna be off topic, but what are you using?
CapCut.
That's your problem.
That's it. CapCut.
You got it. Personally,
CapCut is convenient. It's like on your phone.
It's convenient, but like as a real editor or like you want to do like if you use Adobe, bro, the shit that you do, you can take it to a whole other level.
So I know like some of my people like they use Adobe. So if I want to do like a crazy video, I just send it to them to edit. I'm like just because I'm not doing it. I'm not.
It's easier
doing
to do
that.
It's
tedious. It's
like,
tedious.
It's so much work.
It's so much work.
So much like back and forth.
It is.
100%.
It's so much work. So if I do have something crazy, I'm just gonna send to you because I don't the extra stuff.
If CapCut sees this video, man, we need a sponsor, man.
No, for real.
Good program.
No, for real.
CapCut.
Nah, for real. Like what?
Friendly user,
Facts.
like all of that.
It's a good video editing tool, but
exactly. CapCut, hit us up. You know what I mean?
Big facts.
But talk about sponsors. I see you've been working with the biggest brands.
Yes.
You're like tapped in with Fashion Nova.
Yeah.
What's the one that you mentioned?
Boohoo Man.
Boohoo Man.
Yeah.
Boohoo or boo? What is it?
Boohoo Man.
Boohoo.
Like Boohoo, like
Not
Boohoo.
the Boogie Man.
Not the Boogie, like Boohoo.
Boohoo.
Yeah.
Boohoo.
Yeah.
So how did that start? Like, how did you get into working with these brands?
Yes. So I just was like, I'm tired of paying for clothes. Like that was my whole thing, and like my whole goal was like, I need to work with these brands even if they don't pay me yet. Sure. So I'm like, I need to not pay for clothes at all. So I would just like kind of create like dope videos. I would like order some stuff from Fashion Nova. It's kind of like a strategy. So like order stuff from Fashion Nova, and then I would like, create a video, tag them, and then be like, hey, like, shout out to Fashion Nova for sending me the item, stuff like that. And then they would hit me up. I would say it off camera.
Send it to me.
But they did send it to me because it came to the mail from Fashion Nova. So they sent it. They sent it. Okay? So they would send it. So I would order clothes. I'd be like, shout out to Fashion Nova for sending me these. And then I would like send it to their DM, and then I would tag them, and then they were like,
their PR probably like, who sent this to this guy?
And then they just ended up sending me. They just ended up like hitting me up on my email.
Okay.
And then they were like, oh, we want to send you clothes. And then they started sending me clothes for free. And then they were like, we want to put you on the paid roster.
Nice.
So then they put me on the paid roster. So I'm on a monthly tab with them. And then same thing with Boohoo as well. They were like, you know, we really like your content. We want to put you on the like sponsored tab.
Yeah.
So now
awesome.
I don't pay for clothes, and I also don't pay for shoes either.
And you get paid.
And I get paid.
And you get
so
paid.
yeah, we like
That's
that.
awesome.
So my whole fashion run is like free.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
that. That's amazing.
awesome.
That's a great strategy for the viewers.
Yeah.
That's game right there.
You know
Game.
what you gotta do? You gotta try to style one of like. Well, you got style. I
Yeah.
got fashion.
I'm just
but
like
if you want to
urban
take it,
street
I'm gonna start
fashion.
both of y'all. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
I'm like so like.
And because
Bro.
you don't like fashion at all, like I'm definitely gonna style you.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I'm gonna,
like
yeah,
styling.
yeah, I'm gonna for sure.
I try, you
Yeah.
know, like the most I'll do is get like nice shoes.
Mm. What about jeans?
I
A
got
top,
jeans, tops. I just wear t-shirts.
turtlenecks,
Nope,
blazer,
nope.
dress pants.
For weddings,
Weddings?
special occasions.
Special
Yeah, we gotta get you.
Yeah, we gotta get
I'll-
that
but I'll
speed.
never
Yeah.
wear those things out to regular functions. Like I'll be like, I'm good with this.
Why not
t-shirt.
though? Like, why do you think?
I don't. I like to be comfortable. I don't like to have to feel like,
Yeah.
you know, even like my jeans. Like,
Yeah.
So I used to work at 7 for All Mankind a long time ago, and I liked their jeans because some of them were spandexy. So I like my jeans a little stretchy because comfort, right? I don't want to
Comfort.
sit and like
Got you.
I can't move, you know.
Yeah.
Got you.
So a lot of my clothes I like to have stretchy. So even my
Yeah.
shirts, like if I'm gonna wear a dress shirt or like a
Athletic wear. Like
yeah,
Yeah.
I want it to be like, you know,
Got you.
fits nice, but just comfy where I'm not like sitting there like if I go like this, the button's gonna break.
No,
or
got
something.
you.
You know what I mean? Like
No, I understand.
very
Yeah.
just straight,
Do you like color?
I don't mind it, but I mean the furthest I'll go is like maybe like a navy blue.
Okay, so
Or
yeah, we gotta
nice
put
blue.
you out. So one of my strategies when I used to style is I used to bring my clients to the mall.
Yeah.
And before we get to the mall, I always say, like, you know, tell me a color that you hate. Like, what are the colors that you hate? What are the colors that you like? So they tell me the colors that they hate. And then, like, when I bring them to the dressing room, it's all of the colors that they hate.
Yeah, I got
Yeah, and then I make them try them on. Because I think a lot of people look at the color and they're like, oh, I don't like this, just based off of just
color.
by
Yes,
looking, right?
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh, this
yeah.
doesn't look good on me, the skin tone, whatever. But then when you actually try it, it's a whole different ball game. Yeah.
Black,
I
white,
like
gray.
neutral colors,
You
but
know?
Yeah.
but once in a while I like to like
Yeah.
throw on a loud color. You know what I mean? Like it's a
Facts.
nice, you know, lime green or
See like that? See like lime greens, pinks, yeah.
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 But it's a bold thing to wear, right? 'Cause
Yeah, it
it's
is.
I feel like you gotta be very open minded to want to wear those types
Yeah.
of colors.
And people
right?
will stare.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
They
for
will.
Sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's what I don't want. I don't want to be like. I just want to be the guy in the room that's like, hey,
Yeah.
cool.
So question: Does this like boldness does it stem back from your roots, like as you being Caribbean?
Yeah,
Right? Does
yeah.
that really like?
I
influence?
think so. The reason why I'm like so bold is because of my dad. So my dad was like the one who, like, yeah. So we're from Jamaica, it's Jamaica. You know how that goes.
Mayadis.
And my dad was always like really bold with his colors. So he would wear like colorful suits, colorful tops. Like he would just loved color. And I would always like question it, like, why are you wearing so much color? When I was younger, right? Didn't really understand it, but I was like, why are you wearing so much color? He was
that's
like,
not
oh,
the what's it called, the freshy look, or
yeah, like the freshie or like
yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But he'd be like, oh, like, you know, you need to wear color. Like, you know, you can't always wear black, white, navy. Like, it's not that
Yeah.
serious, like whatever. So I'm like, okay. So when I got older, I kind of started to like really just branch into color. And then my outfits, he'd be like, no, you can't wear this with this. Make sure you wear this with this. This
Yeah,
goes good
yeah.
with this. The patterns with this. And then I kind of just took it and made it into a brand. Like I kind of just took it, made it into a brand, and like,
Into a brand,
so I
yeah.
think my boldness was always there, and like I didn't really care what people thought either.
True,
So like I wore,
Yeah.
like I was wearing purple, lavender, pink, green in high school, and I didn't really care
That's
what
great,
people
yeah.
thought, just because I was like the bold one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I stood out, and I didn't care.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so you know a question that I had to ask. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know you're Jamaican roots.
Yeah.
I'm African.
Yep.
Who has a better fashion sense? Africans or Jamaicans?
Okay, I will. You know what? I'm gonna go with Africans, and let me
Let
me tell you why.
You're selling out on your own
Let me,
people.
no, but let me
Oh,
tell you.
no.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
I want to hear this.
The fabrics, the colors. Have you gone to an African wedding?
I know it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's
An
crazy.
African
Those-
wedding? Let me tell you something. Like they go all
Off.
in. I'm
Yeah,
talking like
yeah.
color, jewelry, diamonds,
The
like
garments, yeah.
they go off. So
the cultural pieces,
So like no, I have to be honest.
accessories.
I have to be honest. Like they have like Jamaicans, they know their dress, but it's like always like that freshy look.
Yeah.
You know, it's always that like freshy
Freshy.
vibe. But I feel like with Africans, they do have the fashion is really, really top tier. Even when like the girls, like they go all out.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like long gowns and chain, like just
yeah.
they just go all out. So I would say, fashion wise, in terms of like top tier, like fashion, definitely I would go with Africans.
eh?
Yeah.
Jamaicans gonna hate you for
Yeah,
this.
I know they are, but
They gonna come for
listen,
ya.
let me tell you something. It's a fact. It's a
Yeah,
fact.
The proof is in the pudding, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No, that's
Yeah.
what's up. That's what's up. Well,
Yeah.
okay, what about the music aspect?
Yes.
Do you prefer dancehall or Afrobeats?
So that for sure, I would say both. But I feel like I do love Afrobeats a lot.
It's taken over.
Yeah, I love Afrobeats, and I liked Afrobeats before it was even popular.
I know.
So you know me, I've been rocking that since like years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I just love the flair of it. I love the beats, like I love Ampiano, all that stuff. It's just a vibe. It's a
crazy.
vibe.
And
But
I love to see how
Yeah.
it's mashing up together. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you have the Burna Boys making songs with Bryson.
Yep. Yeah.
Byron, I mean. and
Facts.
It's like all
Facts.
the mashups, you know, like it's creating a unique, different sound. It's making waves. For sure.
no, for real. And it's like I just love the culture. Like I love Caribbean culture. I love Afrobeats, but you know, I can't stay away from my dance hall now. Okay, the dance hall and the reggae will always be here.
Always be
Embedded,
alive.
embedded. Okay, the dance hall and the reggae will never die for me. Anytime I go to like a party or an event, like I need to hear Afrobeats and I need to hear dance hall and reggae.
Dancehall,
Like
reggae,
those
yeah.
three.
Have you ever styled any artist that's either dancehall or Afrobeats before? Like,
No, so I actually have not. Like during the time when I was styling, I think I've styled like a few people who were like just coming up, but like bigger artists, no. Like I've definitely retired about styling.
no,
like,
so you don't do styling no more?
no.
Really?
I only do it for people who like want it. Like if they're like, my friends are like, oh, I want you to style me. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I don't do styling no more.
So now,
Good for you.
hypothetically,
Yeah.
you had a chance to style these two artists.
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick Lamar or Drake?
Of course.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be mixed.
I'm going with Drake though.
Drake?
Thank
I'm going with Drake. Sorry, I'm going with Drake.
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you.
I'm going with Drake.
Drake?
Yeah, hands down.
It's fair.
Yeah.
I
I'm
have
going
to
with
bring
Drake.
this up right now because you said it.
Yep.
So I don't really know about this BBL Drake thing. Is that real? Like, did he
Yes.
really get a BBL?
So
or?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. Like a lot of people have said that he's gotten a BBL. A lot of people said that he's gotten his like body
Abs.
done. So many
Tummy
things.
tuck.
But it's like for me, I'm a person that like runs off a fact. So if it's like not there, if I don't see it, if it's not, you know, fully in stone, there's no proof, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
believe it. Like I have
Yeah.
to see proof. And that's just in life in general. Like when people make
Yeah.
rumors and stuff, like I gotta like see, is this like a real thing, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like Drake's gonna always be Drake. He's always gonna be lit, and like I just feel like because he's where he's at, people
Yeah.
just want to do what they
Just
want to
like-
do.
Yeah, I
People
don't want
wanna
to hear
hate.
that it's
Wanna
true.
hate.
'cause-
They
So-
want to take his spot because
Yeah.
he's on top.
And it's just
Number one.
interesting. It's just very interesting. Like when Kendrick came out with the songs, it's like all of a sudden like Americans. And let me actually bring up that real quick. Yeah, let me bring up that real quick.
Let's go. Spill
I
the tea.
find that Americans like all of a sudden it's like, oh, they want to diss Canada. Like, oh, Canada doesn't have a sound, doesn't have this, doesn't have that. But you listen to Drake, you listen to The Weeknd,
Yeah.
Tory Lanez.
Yeah.
So I'm
Bieber.
just confused. Like those are artists that came from here.
From
Yeah.
Toronto.
From Canada.
From
So
Canada in
it's
general.
like if you're gonna like diss Canada, then don't listen to our
The crazy
artists.
part is the tour
Yeah.
is like all states. So
Yeah.
it's like they're touring. So we only have what? A few provinces that they go to.
Yeah.
Everything else for them is all in the states.
Right.
And people try to diss, like, say, oh, Toronto doesn't have a sound. But, like, our sound has been universal and
Yeah.
it's been taken over for the past decade.
Exactly.
All of a sudden, this rap
Yeah.
beef
Yeah.
like, ensues.
Yeah.
And then now we don't have a sound.
Yeah, we don't have a sound, and Toronto's not cool. But it's like last time I checked, everybody wants to visit here.
Yeah.
Everybody comes here and they have a great time.
They
So
love
Yeah.
it here.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. Y'all are trying to.
Yeah.
This is, you know, it's a lot of weird, you know, antics. But at the end of the day, it just is what it is. I do like that song. I'm not gonna lie though, that Kendrick
BBL
song,
Drake?
that last
Not Like
Kendrick.
Us?
Yeah, that song, fire.
Yeah, that beat goes
Yeah,
crazy.
he ate. Not
I mean,
gonna lie.
Like
BBL
us.
Drake has me right now because like
BBL,
BBL,
Drake.
it's catchy.
Yo, I'm telling you, it's
But
crazy.
I'll be sad if it's true, man. I'll be so sad if it's true.
Yeah, but that's my take on that. Like, I feel like you'll never make me hate Drake.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
never. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, it's crazy out here. There's a lot of madness, a lot of feuds going on, and
Yeah.
you know what? Sometimes the best solution is to be neutral.
Yeah.
Just be neutral,
Yeah.
mind your business,
Facts.
stay out the way.
Yeah.
But aside from that, when it comes to staying on trend,
Yeah.
I noticed that you're amazing at that. Like you always like either submerge yourself in a trend or you activate a new trend and you do it you execute it so well. How do you get that motivation to like stay on trend and so on?
It's crazy because I think for me, like, I just like whatever I see that's trending, I'll hop on and like try to make it like my own or do it in a different way. And also too, I hop on trends that relate to me. So like, you know, like a lot of the dancing ones, I'll definitely hop on. Like there's some like any that has to do with like fashion, I'll hop on those ones. The ones that are like super, super dope. Comfortable with. I don't hop on everything because some of them are just like, this doesn't work for my brand. And I feel like a lot of people just hop on anything and everything. When sometimes it doesn't really make the brand, it breaks it.
Like that stupid trend. Of course I'm a realtor. I do.
I never did that trend because it's like it's not it's just not, it didn't work for my brand. So you know, certain things I'll hop on, but I think like depending on the trend and how cool it is and how fun it is, like I'll just hop on it right away. I'm really quick with that.
I'm quick.
I'm quick as soon as I see a trend, because I know in the beginning, right? Like it's best to hop on a trend in the beginning so that like later, because later on your stuff is gonna like go in with the algorithm when it's trending, and then it's gonna go viral.
So here's a question then on trends. How do you find your trend? What do you do to see that? Like, how do you know if something's gonna become a trend? Like, do you see like, can you forecast it? I mean, it's hard to, but like, do you have like
can you predict the future?
What's the lottery numbers?
It's crazy that you asked me that. So TikTok, one thing I'll say about TikTok, I'm not a TikTok junkie, but they have a lot of trends on there.
They do.
So a lot of the times I will just scroll and like I usually pay attention. So if like I hear the same song or sound or I see the same person doing the same thing, I know it's trending right off the bat. And normally Instagram takes a little bit longer to get the trending stuff. So I usually go on TikTok to see what's trending on there, and then I'll bring it on Instagram. And then eventually I'll see on Instagram later down the line, it ends up trending. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. But normally I always catch it in the beginning stages. And then I just put it out and then I'm good to go.
I want to try that.
We gotta stay ahead of the curve and catch these trends, man. So hopefully we can
or create our own one day.
Or that too.
Or
I feel like that's the greatest feeling, creating your own trend and then like everyone copy your move. Talk about moves. You are one hell of a dancer.
Yes.
Like, is that something you've always been doing since a kid? Or?
Yes. So I've always been a dancer since I was a kid. I just always loved to dance.
You just love to express, like,
I just love to just dance. Yes.
I love that.
I love it. I did say it, like, you know, my next life, if I was ever doing something different, I would love to, like, you know, be on stages. Like, I'd love to be like a dancer on stage doing choreography with like Chris Brown or like, you know, like all these Afrobeat artists. Yeah, I would be a backup dancer for sure. If I wasn't doing content creating, I'd be a backup dancer.
Sick. You know who else is a backup dancer?
Who?
Zico.
In my dreams.
Listen, I would love to do that. That would be something super dope. Yeah.
Shit.
Why, Zico? Are you too stiff to dance?
It's not that I'm too stiff. I don't. Okay, people are gonna hate me for saying this, but I just don't. I don't know. I like.
You just don't have it in you.
I don't have it in me, but like for me, and no offense to anybody, I appreciate people dancing. I just, as a man, I can't dance.
Okay.
Period,
and you know what? And you know what? That's okay.
I know.
It's okay.
I know.
There's strong
Trust me.
suits. There's heavy suits.
Bro, I see guys dancing and like doing all this bachata stuff and machacha, whatever, and like, yo, that's cool. I wish I could do that, but I'm like. I am not moving. I'm never gonna move like that.
Yeah, but they can't. But they can't edit like you though.
Oh, there you go.
They can't. They can't edit like you.
Thank you.
Like him.
Thank you. That's right.
Yeah, keep that in mind.
But yeah, it's just it's not me. But I appreciate, like, trust me, like I know what it takes to dance because growing up where I grew up, you know, in the hallways I would see like the people just practicing their dance. Like back in the day, dance groups were like the thing, you know, with the long tees and whatever.
Facts. Yep.
So I would watch them choreograph.
Dancing.
Yeah, I would watch them choreograph their whole thing, and I'm like, yo, that's sick.
No, I love dancing.
But it just wasn't for me, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel like you gotta have it in you to be a dancer.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, you just gotta love to just move around.
Yeah, move and stuff.
As a kid, I used to love doing that, but like I got to a certain age where I'm like, my body's stiff. I can't move. Like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to stretch and stuff, but it's still